Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Bachelor of Science in Life Sciences webinar. We thank you for your time and for your interest in learning more about our 3 brand new online part-time academic offerings. We're going to discuss the Bachelor of Science in Life Sciences and also 2 brand new undergraduate certificates that are stackable into the bachelor's degree. I will be sharing the highlights of the 3 online programs, how they set MCPHS apart, and how you and your career will benefit from gaining credentials and also earning a degree with us. Just to give you a heads up, this information session is currently being recorded and it will be emailed to all participants. I'm going to just start with introducing myself. My name is Esteban Terzo. I am the program director for the Bachelor of Science and Life Sciences with the School of Professional Studies at MCPHS, and I will be the facilitator of today's information session. I'm also fortunate to be one of the founders of the 3 online part-time academic offerings that we're going to discuss today. So I'll be more than happy to answer any questions regarding course content and also how the training will prepare you for diverse roles in the biopharmaceutical and biomanufacturing sectors. At the end of the meeting, there will be a Q&A session. And we will be joined by my colleague, Amber Palmer, who is the Assistant Dean for the School of Professional Studies. Amber and I will answer your questions at the end, but also feel free to type in any questions into the Q&A box. If you cannot find it, you will be able to find it in like the 3 dots. There's some more option and you can actually click on the Q&A box and it will open for you and you can type any questions and Amber will help me answer questions throughout the webinar if you want to ask questions right away. If you want to wait until the end, that's perfectly fine. We'll go through all the webinar and at the end we'll have a Q&A session. All right, let's dive right in. The first thing that I wanted to do is to just walk you through the agenda. Today, we're going to talk about a few different items that are essential for you to walk away with all the information that you need. The first thing that we're going to do is to discuss how MCPHS is forging ahead in the life sciences field. We're going to talk about the life sciences industry and the current demands, how MCPHS is preparing to pioneer in the field, and how our programs will bridge workforce gaps. Then we're going to move on to why you should choose our academic offerings and how they will benefit you in your career. And so we're going to discuss the 2 stackable credit-bearing certificates, and at the end, also the Bachelor of Science in Life Sciences degree. Then we're going to move on to discuss the unmatched student support that we offer at MCPHS. Everything that will range from affordable tuition, student resources, faculty who are deeply committed to student success, and student support services. And at the end, before the Q&A session, we'll wrap it up and then we'll give you access to more resources and also access to our contact information. So if you have more questions, you can actually email us or set up a quick meeting with me. All right. So before I discuss in more detail the bachelor's degree and the 2 undergraduate certificates, I wanted to give you just a little background on the School of Professional Studies, our SPS, which is a clickable link here. So if you want to learn more about all the courses that we offer, you can do this at your own leisure. The School of Professional Studies was founded in 2018 and was designed to provide new learning pathways for both current and aspiring healthcare and life sciences professionals. We offer a wide range of educational opportunities. I will not talk about these, but I can mention that are certificate programs, professional education, prerequisite courses. I invite you to look into that if you're curious to learn more about all these opportunities with us by clicking on this link right here. Today, we're going to focus on learning more about the credit-bearing undergraduate certificates, more specifically the biopharmaceutical industry fundamentals, the introductory life sciences, and also the Bachelor of Science in Life Sciences degree. So I wanted to also share a little bit of what motivated us at MCPHS to create these innovative academic offerings. Um, I'll first start telling you a little bit about biopharmaceutical and biomanufacturing sectors. The life sciences industry in the United States is a very, very strong sector, reaching more than 2 million jobs in 2025. There's a steady demand for entry-level technicians and analysts that are creating more than 15,000 entry-level openings for each year. And so the biomanufacturing job growth is expanding significantly across the nation, and there are several states that are investing pretty heavily in new facilities and workforce pipelines. One of the things that I wanted to emphasize is that employers are prioritizing hiring candidates with applied job-ready skills. And the other thing that I wanted to emphasize is that these two sectors, the biopharmaceutical and biomanufacturing industries, are undergoing a deep modernization with the implementation of several AI tools, automation technologies, and advanced therapies, which are driving new workforce demands. So at MCPHS, scientists, educators, we all put our heads together and started to think about, like, how do we train the next generation of professionals who can not only meet industry demands, but more significantly be equipped to lead and innovate. All right. So to do this, to train a future-proof industry workforce, the School of Professional Studies partnered with the Center for Life Sciences at MCPHS to establish these pioneering life sciences academic offerings that we're going to discuss today. Our programs are part-time and are designed to offer flexibility and support while preparing our students to successfully start or continue their careers in the life sciences industry. But what sets us apart, our programs, apart from the rest in the nation, are the following pillars. And we're going to discuss all of these in detail in a few moments. First, we offer flexible design. We have a great relationship with industry stakeholders, which gives us employer sponsorship and alignment. We have created industry-driven programs. We're going to talk about the bachelor's degree and the 2 credit-bearing part-time online undergraduates that are stackable into the bachelor's degree. And in addition, we have created more than 20 brand new courses that are teaching contemporary industry that is aligned with industry and that is providing all the expertise that is required and in high demand in these sectors. We also offer affordable tuition and unmatched student support. But let's start by looking into the flexible design. So we designed our courses. We tailored the programs for a diverse student population. So our programs were developed to meet the needs of a large student population because they are part-time. They are fully online. We're going to be using Zoom meetings as a format. Lectures will be held only once a week in the evening from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will also be using Blackboard, which is a very intuitive learning management system, which allows you as a student to have seamless connectivity with your colleagues, with your classmates, with your instructors, and also seamless access to your learning materials. But the question is, who will really benefit from taking our courses? Well, so there's a wide range of people from all walks of life. Just to mention a few, career changers from any field looking for industry entry points, entry-level life sciences employees who are seeking advancement potential, also adult learners aiming to complete a bachelor's degree in a growing sector, employers in industry that are seeking scalable degree pathways for workforce development, and also biodiversity and similar job training program graduates looking to advance their careers with a bachelor's credential, just by building from what they learn and taking their knowledge and skills to a new level with our certificate and bachelor's degree. All right, one of the other pillars of our programs is the very strong connection and partnerships that we have created with industry stakeholders. We are continuously building new partnerships and strengthening the existing ones. And so biopharmaceutical and biomanufacturing companies understand the value of our programs as they are aligned with current industry needs, which in turn facilitates the implementation of tuition benefits. Now, from a purely company standpoint, employers sponsoring enrolled students will see benefits in reduced recruitment costs. Filling roles internally costs a lot more than just recruiting new employees, right? So it's a lot more convenient to have someone already trained in your company so you don't have to go out of your way to try to find the talent. The other thing is that they're going to be able to lower turnover. Tuition-supported employees show a higher retention rate. Then they'll also be able to have faster ramp up. Employees already trained in the company or within the company progress quickly when combined with MCPHS's academic learnings. And last but not least, it will increase the productivity because you are going to be upskilled as an employee and you will be able to assume a lot more complex and expanded responsibilities. Now, from your perspective as a graduate, employers hiring you will see in you that you are job ready. You will have your ability to apply in-demand knowledge and skills. You will have a chance to have stackable credentials, these 2 undergraduate certificates that we will talk about in a few minutes, that you can earn on your way to completing the BS, which will signal progress and capability. In addition, you will also have this flexible format where you can, with the part-time online delivery, you will be able to have the ability to learn and apply what you learn at your current job or in your future job. We also have a great industry credibility. NCPHS specialized in health and life sciences and university. And so we're rooted in probably the best hub for biopharmaceutical and biomanufacturing in the world. So there's really no better place to do this and to have this type of programs. And then we have a proven ROI. MCPHS ranks among the top US universities for graduate earnings, reflecting strong workforce alignment. All right, let's discuss our new and exciting industry-driven programs. We offer these, just launched actually, our 3 brand new industry-aligned undergraduate level programs that are designed to equip our graduates with knowledge, experience, and skills required to start or continue their successful careers in the biopharmaceutical and biomanufacturing sectors. We offer multiple part-time online options. We will discuss the 3 of them. Obviously, we'll also learn more about the Bachelor of Science that has a curriculum that is blending foundational sciences and general education with applied industry coursework designed and taught by dedicated subject matter expert faculty. And you will also learn a little bit more about the 2 credit-bearing undergraduate certificates that are stackable into the bachelor's degree. All right, so this overview is a simplified form of visualization of what we intend to accomplish and the way that we have developed the course and all the programs for you to start your academic journey with us. In chronological order, you would start with the biopharmaceutical industry fundamentals, which is right here. And once you complete this certificate, you would move on and take the introductory life sciences undergraduate certificate. These 2 certificates are stackable into the bachelor's degree. So, and we will talk also about like potential pathways. So you can take these 2 and gain the credentials, the professional credibility, and then move on with the entire bachelor's degree. All the credits that you earn from the 3 certificates will also count toward your degree because they're stackable into the bachelor's degree. All right. And then like towards the end, we have also designed a 3 concentration tracks that will give our students the opportunity to specialize in 1 out of 3 industry-aligned concentration tracks. And we will also discuss these in more detail. We will also review in a few more minutes transferring credits from previously earned, like efforts in other schools. We'll talk about all this. The overview is intended truly just to give you a better sense of how we design these offerings for your academic journey. And I hope that that helps you visualize it better. All right, so let's discuss first the two undergraduate certificates. So as I mentioned before, the two undergraduate certificates are the Biopharmaceutical Industry Fundamentals and the Introductory Life Sciences certificate. The two of them carry 9 and 10 credits respectively. And you can see here that they are both semester-based. They will be offered 3 times a year. Lectures will be held only once a week in the evening. We'll use Zoom meetings, as I mentioned before. Courses are designed and taught by subject matter expert faculty, and they will be employing real-world cases, virtual laboratories, and diverse experiential learning methods. The two certificates are stackable into the part-time online BS in Life Sciences program, which will allow you to begin or continue advancing your career and industry while pursuing a bachelor's degree. And remember that you're not only gaining professional credibility by taking the certificates, you're also enhancing your employability. All right, so let's review a little more in detail the two certificates. So let's start with the Biopharmaceutical Industry Fundamentals. So as you can see here, I labeled in red newly designed courses. This program actually consists of 3 brand new courses that we designed to equip you with essential industry knowledge, career readiness, professional communication, and foundational math and statistics. All of these are essential skills that you need to succeed in the biopharmaceutical and biomanufacturing sectors. And as I mentioned before, if you have any questions about the content of these courses, I'm more than happy to meet with you and we can discuss this in more detail. So once you take the first certificate, that you can move on to the Introductory Life Sciences certificate. This one also consists of 3 courses. And you can see here that 2 of them are the Biology one and Chemical Principles one, which we have had already revised by subject matter expert faculty to transform them to the synchronous format. So all our courses will be online, done synchronously. And so the content of these have also been revised, so they are aligned with the content and with the purpose of our programs. You can also see that I have labeled here in red Data Analysis 1 with Laboratory, which is a newly designed course, which we actually developed to sharpen your analytical skills. So combine these 3 courses will equip you with biology, chemistry, data analysis, and critical thinking skills, and a sound understanding of core scientific concepts that are truly critical to succeed in industry. All right, so now let's move on to learn a little bit more about the bachelor's degree. So this program will equip our students with a strong foundation in life sciences, laboratory and data analysis methods, meeting current industry demands, and ensuring a successful career path in the fast evolving biopharmaceutical and biomanufacturing sectors. As I mentioned before, the bachelor's degree will also follow the same format that the 2 undergraduate certificates will be offered year-round. Lectures will be held only once a week in the evening using Zoom meetings. Our instructors will use the real-world cases, all the expertise injected into each of their classes. They will use virtual laboratories and diverse experiential learning methods. I wanted to emphasize here that, as I mentioned before, we have more than 20 brand new courses that are designed and taught by our great faculty members. All new courses truly have been designed to prepare you to graduate with essential skills that you will be able to immediately apply to current or future roles. I have also added this link right here if you want to take a peek into the program in more details. All right, so I also wanted to talk a little bit about like the main highlights of our bachelor's degree. And you can see here that there are several advantages of taking this program with us. You will be able to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills to address industry challenges. You will be able to gain a comprehensive understanding of the stages of therapeutic development. You will be able to communicate scientific information effectively to different audiences, and you will be able to apply core biological and chemical principles to real-world industry tasks and challenges. In addition, you will be able to increase your credentials, as I mentioned before, by earning the 2 undergraduate certificates. You will also be able to specialize in a chosen concentration track, which is industry aligned. And so these concentration tracks are experimental analysis, program management, and operations management. Overall, the training will prepare you to meaningfully contribute to research, development, and manufacturing by applying in-demand industry-relevant skills upon graduation. All right, so I also wanted to take a moment to talk about logistics. I mean, we wanted to offer extra flexibility to our students who will have 2 clear, distinctive pathways to begin their academic journey with us. I have color-coded the 2 pathways, and hopefully that will help you better visualize that. So pathway 1 will have you registering for 1 or 2 courses of our certificates. So you can see it right here. And so in this pathway, this will give you a sense of the level of commitment that is required for each of the courses in our program, and will allow you to decide whether you are prepared to and have the time to commit to the bachelor's degree. While you're doing this, you're actually gaining experience, industry-aligned skills, and also are going to walk away with certificates that will increase your professional credibility and overall preparedness, right? So this pathway you can actually sort of test the water little by little. Pathway 2 will have you applying directly to the certificate and the BS program. It's also color-coded here. And this pathway, what you will do is to be matriculated into the bachelor's degree, right? So if you do this, you will also have access to earning the credentials that will increase your employability with the biopharmaceutical industry fundamentals and introductory life sciences certificate. But the main difference between the 2 pathways is that in pathway 2, if you are committed to the bachelor's degree and you are matriculated, you will have access to multiple financial options that are developed to significantly help with tuition cost. And we will discuss those financial aid options in a few more minutes. All right. So another thing that I wanted to make sure I mention and that I gather for you is the career outcomes, right? So you might be thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but how do I benefit from taking the bachelor's degree with MCPHS? Well, so our graduates from our bachelor's degree will be equipped with career readiness and an abundance of industry relevant skills, which will enable them to quickly become an asset to any team. Here at the bottom of the slide, you can see that I have a table with examples of biopharmaceutical and biomanufacturing entry-level roles. I have categorized all the roles into like research and development and labs, quality and compliance, clinical trials and regulatory, manufacturing and production, operations and supply chain. I don't need to read all these roles. I can tell you that there's a wide range of them, from research associate, lab operations coordinator, quality control analyst, calibration technician, clinical trials assistant, regulatory coordinator, bioprocess technician, environmental monitoring technician, supply chain, materials coordinator. All these are a few examples of roles that you as a graduate will be more than well equipped to take once you are done with our bachelor's degree. All right, so those are clear career outcomes for you to learn. All right, so let's talk about transfer credits. Our online bachelor's degree is a 120 credit program. I have created a table where I'm listing the certificates that we have discussed already. And also I wanted to add information such as core courses that are included like up to like 54 credits. And that includes 40 credits of general education. Several of the core courses are brand new courses that we have designed to be industry aligned. We have also designed core seminar courses rather that are a 1 credit course that will actually give you a chance to add flexibility to your semester workload. And if you have any questions, we can discuss this at the end of the Q&A session, or you can connect with me. You will also have access to elective courses and concentration tracks, right? So you can choose one of the 3 concentration tracks. Each of these consists of 4 courses, and each of those courses carry 4 credit hours. We will accept up to like 60 transfer credits for the bachelor's degree. We will form a committee which will evaluate course alignment with, from previous credits and academic performance. And transfer credits will be accepted in spring 2027 at the earliest, and no transfer credits will be accepted for the 2 certificate programs. This process will actually be conducted on a case-by-case basis. And I wanted to mention here that I have added this clickable link that will take you to the curriculum of our program. So if you want to learn more about all the courses and the brand new courses that we have designed. All right, so let's talk about tuition. One of the pillars of our programs is that we offer affordable tuition. The cost per credit hour is $545. We will offer also, starting in 2026, monthly payment plans, but these will be available to students who are matriculated in the bachelor's program. In addition, financial aid will also be available to students who are matriculated in the BS program. So this will have you applying for the financial aid. You will have the ability to fill out the FAFSA form, which is a free application. And so this can be submitted for this financial aid that will come in different levels, federal, state, college. And then you can have also access to federal, state student aid rather that will come in like forms of grants, work study funds, and student loans. If you want to learn more about financing your education or the financial aid application process, I encourage you to connect with our colleague, Kristen DeRocher. She is very well versed in all these topics, and she's very excited to help. So please connect with Kristen. All right. One of the things that we pride ourselves is our student resources, which are really unmatched. We offer a wide range of options that range from AI tutor platforms. We recently implemented a BrainFuse platform, which is a 24/7 online tutoring support for additional resources. And you can have access to this and have like up to 6 hours of online tutoring per week. We have also the Center for Academic Success and Enrichment that develops like workshops designed for online learners. You will have access to the Career Services Office for job prepping and career planning. And you will have access to recorded webinars, including stress management and study techniques, and also virtual sleep and relaxation spaces. So as you can see, plenty options. One of the highlights of our programs really are our amazing instructors. They are not only subject matter experts, but they are fully dedicated to designing the content that is industry aligned, to teach with injecting their expertise in real world cases and using experiential learning. but more so because they are very committed to serve as a guide and support for you so then you can advance through your courses. Our instructors will provide office hours, video or voice calls, will be very responsive within 1 or 2 days. They will have their expertise injected into each of their course contents that they develop and will provide supplemental materials for difficult concepts. They will provide that meaningful feedback on assignments and assessments so then they ensure that you're actually taking advantage of their knowledge. They will support our students to keep you engaged and motivated to meet the course requirements and will be able to connect you to university resources. Additionally, we also have recently implemented also a industry mentorship program. You will have access to that too, where as a student, you will be able to connect with leaders in the field and subject matter experts that are providing guidance, networking opportunities, and also valuable insights into potential career paths. Additional services to our students at MCPHS include information services, MCPHS Writing Center, the MCPHS Library, the Office of Student Access and Accommodations, or OSA, and mental health and counseling support. All right, we've reached the end of the webinar. I hope that you were able to gather all the information you needed. Remember that the webinar is being recorded, so all participants will actually get a copy of the webinar. What I am sharing with you here is the links to our academic offerings. If you are ready to apply, you can click on the apply now and just go ahead and matriculate into the bachelor's degree. If you want to learn more about it, you can click and do this at your own leisure into like each of the 3 programs that we just discussed today. And also you can connect with us. I mean, you have my email and also access to my calendar. You can book a 30-minute call, either phone or video call with me. I have also added the email address of my colleague Amber Palmer, who's going to join us now at the Q&A session, and also the email of our colleague Abigail Pomeroy, who is the Associate Director of Program Operations for the School of Professional Studies, and she will be able to help you with admissions and application processes. So with that, I would like to thank you for your time, and I'll be happy to take any questions.
Thanks, Esteban. Hi, everyone. I know I've been responding to some questions as we've gone ahead in the chat, but I also want to bring them up because I think it would be beneficial for everyone to hear. So the first question was, is it possible to take the certificates without doing the degree?
That's a great question. And yes, you can if you remember in the 2 pathways that we reviewed and that will be included in the recorded version of the webinar, you can definitely do this using pathway 1, where you actually register for 1 or 2 courses of the certificates. And this will allow you to gain the credentials. Your professional credibility will increase also, and then you will give you a chance to like sense the level of commitment that is required for the rest of the bachelor's degree. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is, are there any prerequisites to enroll in these programs?
Thank you, Amber. Yeah, that's another great question. I guess I forgot to mention that, but yeah, their only prerequisite is to have a high school diploma or a GED.
Perfect. Okay, there's a question that came in between the 2 options that you shared with us today to start my academic journey. Is gaining access to financial aid the only difference between the certificates and the BS in life sciences?
Thank you, Amber. Yeah, that's a great question. Yes, so that is correct. So like the true difference between the 2 pathways is that if you matriculate into the bachelor's degree, you will have access to many financial help options, including payment plans, which they have been developed to help you alleviate the burden of paying out of pocket. And so, in addition to grants, work study funds, and student loans. So yes, that's correct. The only difference is that Pathway 2 will grant you access to financial aid.
Okay, the next question is, how many classes can I take each semester?
That's a great question. Thank you, Amber. So most students are taking 1 or 2 courses per semester. So this is a part-time program. So we typically wouldn't recommend uh, anyone taking more than 2 courses a semester if you're, juggling with multiple responsibilities in life. We are happy to plan the sequence of courses that would be a good fit for you. So just feel free to email us or set up a time to meet with me, and we'll discuss the plan and more details. Thank you.
Okay, I've got another question that just came into the chat. I haven't been in school for some time. It's been a couple years. I wonder if I'm prepared to get started with the bachelor's program. How should I get started? Do you have any recommendations? I am concerned about getting started.
All
This
right,
is a
that's a
great
great.
question.
Yeah, thank you, Amber. Thank you for reading that. So yeah, I mean that's a. First of all, let's just gonna put it out there. I mean, you're gonna be perfectly fine. We have designed our programs with this specific scenario in mind. So we want individuals from all walks of life to be able to pursue their academic journey with confidence. So to achieve this, aside from the flexibility and support that we just discussed today, we're also recommending that students start their journey with the Biopharmaceutical Industry Fundamental Certificate, which is the first one that I mentioned. If you do that, you will start your courses that have been designed to help you take the first step in both your life sciences industry career and your academic career. The 3 courses of the certificate have been created and are taught by dedicated faculty who have in mind the needs of our student population. Great question.
Okay, someone put into the chat, how is the bachelor's program going to prepare me for entry-level roles in biotech? I'm currently looking for something.
That's a great question. Thank you, Amber. All right, so this training will equip you with career readiness and a wide range of industry relevant skills. So the courses have been designed by subject matter expert faculty who have injected their own experiences and also the information that they and have gathered from industry leaders who have shared with us the industry demands, right? So this approach helped us to develop a pioneering program that will prepare our graduates with contemporary industry aligned skills. Great question.
Okay, there's another question that came into the chat about the tuition and the per credit rate. So I'm happy to answer this, Esteban.
Right.
Most of our courses are 3 credits. So at the $545 rate, that would be $1,635 per course. However, some are 4 credits. So when there's a lecture and a lab combined, then typically those courses are 4 credits, which would be just over $2,000 for the 4 credit rate. And then the next question that I see in here is, I want to get started, but I don't know if I want to do a certificate. Can I just take an individual course? And when is the next time that I can do that?
Yes, you can definitely start with 1 course, and you can start, I mean, this coming spring 2026, you will be able to have access to, if you go to our the Biopharmaceutical Industry Fundamentals or Interactive Life Sciences websites, you will also have access to their curriculum and also what's offered in the spring 2026 semester.
Yeah, I think this is a great question because everyone's at different levels. So we try to make it as flexible as possible. If you've been out of school for a long time and you just want to get started with 1 course, you just want to see what it feels like going back to school again, especially in an online format, We do offer those courses, like Esteban mentioned, individually as part of the certificate. And then if you complete it and you want to do more, you can register for another course and get started with the certificate. Those courses would count towards the certificate. And then let's say you complete the certificate and you're ready to apply to the BS in Life Sciences, you can do that. So we try to make it as flexible as possible to meet you where you're at. And the only other thing that I would add to what Esteban said is that registration is currently open for the spring semester. Classes begin on January the 12th, so you still have some time to prepare registration. You can go ahead and register or apply to the certificates or the degree program. And then we also have an add drop period. So technically you have until January the 16th to get everything done. We would recommend, if you're interested, you connect with us as soon as possible so that we can start helping you with whatever would be the best fit for you and getting you connected to those resources. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick scan of the chat. I think we got all of the questions. Thank you.
That's
These
great.
were very thoughtful questions. Esteban, anything else that you'd like to add?
No, thank you, Amber. I think that, so thank you for adding that information. We look forward to connecting with all of you. Please email us. Like I said, I mean, you can just click on the Calendly link and just set up a 30-minute call with me. You can choose phone call or video call. And we're here to help you. So just connect with us. If you're just curious, also chat with us so you can learn more about our exciting academic offerings. Thank you so much, and have a good day. We'll hopefully see you soon. All right.